Yo, what's good? We back. Triple P, Paul Pickett podcast. You know how I do. Nothing but NBA and NFL. Of course, NBA is about to end, so you're going to get a lot of NFL, you know what I'm saying, ramping up. And then, of course, NBA always got trades and stuff like that, so it'll be good to go. Before we get started, I'm sip some of this this water. Hit that click now, subscribe button in the right-hand corner. Don't forget the audio version of this podcast goes to Spotify, Apple, Deezer, Amazon, TuneIn, Slacker, iHeartRadio, and a dozen other platforms as well. Yeah, Game 5. Oh, was that? My bad. That was Game 5. I pretty much knew the Bucks was going to win. That's why I picked. Like, once I saw the Bucks win Game 1, their first game of this series, I realized a few things. Giannis was unstoppable and the best player in the series. Chris Middleton hadn't gotten going yet. He's had like a couple average games, but he had no big games. So I expect Chris Middleton to have at least 1 or 2 big games still. You know, with literally 3 games to go, I expect Chris Middleton to have a big game. And Drew Holiday didn't have a big game yet until last game. You know, like scoring-wise. So I knew the Bucks would win last game because Drew Holiday didn't have a big game yet. And the game before that, I knew the Bucks would win because Chris Middleton didn't have a big game yet. Now, man, I hate to say it, Suns are done. Suns are good. I mean, you got Chris Paul. I know they're going to say he's hurt. That's the excuse. Devin Booker put up another 40-piece wing down, balling out. Problem is, their big three on the Suns with DeAndre Ayton, Booker, Chris Paul, they lack experience. Chris Paul's got all the experience in the world, but that experience doesn't make up for what Booker lacks. This is Booker's first time in the playoffs, and he went to the finals. So, first time in the playoffs, he went to the finals. It's a lot of pressure. DeAndre Ayton only been in the league, 3 years? Maybe 4 at the most? I think it's 3 years. You know, this is first time in the playoffs. Went straight to the finals. Lack of experience. Cam Johnson, first time in the playoffs. Bridges, first time in the playoffs. Mikal Bridges. I mean, you only had really like 2 really experienced guys with Crowder and Chris Paul as far as the key contributors. You know, everybody else is not that experienced in the playoffs, and then they went all the way to the finals. So, you know, that's a tough one. Big three of the Bucks has experience over them, man. Drew Holiday's been in the league for at least a decade. Chris Middleton and Giannis been in the league for far over 6-7 years, I think, apiece. You know. So, yeah, experience always wins championships. That's what people fail to realize. So I got Bucks taking it back home, winning the championship. Giannis getting his first. He's going to get Finals MVP. I think Chris Middleton's proved the doubters wrong. Drew Holiday's proved the doubters wrong. Bucks, they made a lot of good moves in the offseason. They got P.J. Tucker right before the playoffs, which was the final piece. Great move, P.J. Tucker. Even if he doesn't score, he defensively, you know, plays hard, rebounds. Then Drew Holiday on a trade for the offseason. They signed Bobby Portis as a free agent, which that was their free agent pickup. Then they got 2 trades. That's like I always say, man. Like these small market teams, to get their final pieces to the puzzle for the championship, they have to really trade for them. They gotta draft their top 2 or 3, and then they gotta trade the final pieces. You know, I mean, Bobby Portis wasn't no big free agent name. He's not no big name. You know, he's not no superstar. Hasn't been an all-star. So, yes, role players will go to small markets all the time. And Bobby Portis is balled out in the playoffs and in the finals. He's done his thing. Bobby Portis is going to definitely get a nice little payday next year. He's probably going to get a contract extension from the Bucks or a longer contract from somebody else. But yeah, and I don't see the Suns. This was the Suns' chance, man. This was Chris Paul's chance. Suns ain't going back next year. No, that ain't happening. No, not with the healthy Nuggets. Don't know what's going to happen with Damian Lillard because they're saying Damian Lillard, like the sources are saying Damian Lillard's going to come out and ask for a trade. And based on the way he did that interview, where he basically said no, it's false, he's not going to ask for a trade, but the way he started speaking after that, but you know, but we gotta do something, you know. So Damian Lillard's gone. Not this year, next year he's gone. Denver Nuggets are gonna be healthy. You're gonna have a more experienced Michael Porter Jr. Lakers will be more healthy. They're gonna make some moves. Clippers, I don't know if the Clippers are gonna be that good next year because Kawhi doesn't probably come back till like the mid-season. You know, so somebody's probably going to be taking the Clippers spot. Jazz will be good again next year. You know, Trailblazers will be pretty good. We'll see what the Pelicans will do. Owing a more experience. You got Grizzlies coming up. Good young team. You know. So, I don't know. I don't think the Suns make it back. If I had to say anybody that stands a better chance of going back to the finals out of these two teams, I would say the Bucks. If the Bucks win, hey, I can see the Bucks going back. I can see the Bucks making some moves, tweaking something to try to go back and repeat. I can see that, you know. Keep Drew Holiday, keep PJ Tucker, you know, keep the core guys. Maybe Brook Lopez you could move him, you know what I'm saying, because he is getting older. So, you know, some fresher legs and whatnot. But, yeah, I got Bucks winning this series. Bucks winning the finals. First time, I mean, like, Bucks had won a championship since I was born. You know, I'm 42 years old. You know, so, yeah, this is a good thing, man. It's good. Two small market teams in the finals. Both of them had to pretty much build their teams the same way. Draft two of the top three. Trade for the other third guy for the big three. Bring in some other core people. Like, Suns brought in Chris Paul and Crowder in the offseason, and Bucks brought in PJ Tucker, Drew Holiday, and Bobby Portis. You know what I'm saying? And I think they brought in, I think they got George Hill in the trade for backup, which he's played a little bit, but he's probably going to be out the league, so. And it ain't even, my bad, they don't even got George Hill. I think it's Jeff Teague they got. I think they got Jeff Teague. I could be wrong. I'd have to go check the lineup, but I think Jeff Teague plays for him as backup and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know what more I can say about this. The Suns had to win one of the games in Milwaukee. They clearly couldn't. After I seen Game 3 and I seen how stoppable Giannis was, that Chris Middleton still ain't really, went off yet. And then once Chris Middleton went off and Giannis being unstoppable, the Bucks pretty much know that they're unstoppable right now. Because they're literally going to win 4 straight. Go down 0-2 and win 4 straight. And the Phoenix, I'm going to say this. If Phoenix can come back and win this series, I'll get on this podcast and shit breaks. But I don't see it happening. Because I think the Bucks have figured out the pick and roll, and Chris Paul could be compromised. And if it is, that still means that the Bucks have figured out the pick and roll. Whether he's compromised or not, they figured out the pick and roll. Then the Bucks got their own little 2-man game going on with Giannis and Chris Middleton that can't be stopped. Because Giannis can't be stopped. So yeah, and then Drew Holiday balling out like he did. The Bucks is gonna be too confident, man. They at home. They up 3-2. They don't won 3 games straight. Middleton went off. He done had 2 good games back to back. Drew Holiday probably have another good game. They only need 20-something out of Middleton, 20-something out of Drew Holiday, and 30 piece out of Giannis. this series is over. You know. Yep. Click now, subscribe button in that right hand corner. We'll talk a little bit about this topic. I don't want to get too much into it because there's not much you really could say about it. The Richard Sherman incident. Because at first when I heard about the incident, I didn't know all the details. I know it was his wife was involved or whatnot, but I didn't know it was his in-laws' house until I seen the video. Yeah, like that. All I'm gonna say about this is that's why I don't drink. I'm not gonna say that Richard Sherman is a bad human being, a bad person. That this is the typical Richard Sherman, because from what I hear, it's not. But this is why alcohol is not a good thing. I've always said that the fact that marijuana is illegal and alcohol is legal is really bogus to me. It's really like BS. I'm gonna say it's bullshit. It's horseshit. Cause like people that smoke weed, they're not really driving while you smoke weed. Doesn't really impair you like driving while you're in a car. You don't really get people like drink and drive, kill people all the time in wrecks. Then people get drunk to the sense where they get, they lose, like they lose control, you know what I'm saying, of any kind of emotions that they have. They like any kind of anger, they can lose control. Like Richard Sherman, like he was trying to shoulder block. The fact you try to shoulder block your in-laws' door, man, like I mean, you should have been locked up for that. I mean, you're trying to break into your in-laws' house. So much your wife's there. That's your in-laws' house, man. That's somebody else's house. Like, I mean, he's lucky. He's lucky because, I mean, if he actually knocked down the door, they got the right to shoot him. They got the right to shoot him. If you shoulder block somebody's door down while they're there, they got all rights to shoot you, man. I'm sorry, you're threatening. You're threatening everybody when you shoulder block down the door, man. Like, that's why alcohol doesn't go well at any point. Like, people, I never understood the concept of drinking to get drunk. You drink to get a buzz, and that's it. You drink to get a buzz, and that's it. Once you go overboard and exceed, anything you do after that, you're accountable for it. People are trying to be like, they always want to blame it on the alcohol, that he was too drunk. No. You blame the person that got too drunk. You know what can happen if you drink too much. You know what I'm saying? If you drink and drive, you know what can happen. If you go to a club and you drink too much, that's how fights break out. So, yeah, man, like, to be honest with you, if Richard Sherman actually drinks like this on a regular, man, he probably needs to go to that one of those alcohol treatment things as whatnot, because I've never been drunk to that point in my life where I felt like I had to take it out on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've gotten drunk while I'm hype and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But I never get anywhere to the point where I can't still control my actions. I still can't comprehend what's going on around me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can smoke a pound of ganja and still do my job at any job just like I would sober. But if I drink too much, I'm a little guy, 5'4", 150 pounds, soaking wet. If I drink too much, nah, man, like, I won't even be there. I want to fight nobody or nothing, man. I drink too much, man. I can't hold my liquor. You know what I'm saying? Too much liquor on me, man. I'm praying to the porcelain god, But I've never, like, that's the thing. Some people, they just get so drunk, they just want to fight, man. Or they can't control their anger, their emotions. And the fact that alcohol is legal and marijuana is really bogus to me, because people don't smoke blunts and say, I want to go fight somebody. I'm mad, I want to go fight somebody. They don't get angry because they just smoke weed and stuff like that, and they don't get impaired to the point where they kill people in car wrecks, or they want to shoulder block their in-laws' door open, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. And then the fact that he said that he said out his mouth if the cops are called that he would fight them. His in-laws probably should have known better to call the cops. They should have probably found some other way to resolve it. I don't know what that way is, but like the fact that he's already talking about fighting the cops before they even come, and he's in the wrong. He's trying to shoulder block his in-laws' door open. That's not a good formula to have for success. That can lead to a very bad outcome when you automatically go into this mindset that I want to fist fight the cops before they even get here, and you trying to shoulder block a door open. Even if it wasn't his in-laws' house, it was like maybe she was at her girlfriend's house. Still, man, like the girlfriend got every right to pull out the pistol and shoot him if he shoulder blocked the door open. Because, if you break in somebody's house while they're there, I'm sorry, man. They got the right to do whatever you want to after that. You go in the country and try that. As soon as you step on private property, they got the right to shoot you in the country. So as far as I'm concerned, you break into somebody's house while they're there, you're threatening their life. You're threatening their life. There's no telling what you'll do if you shoulder block a door open, while somebody's there. Yeah, alcohol is a bad formula for any kind of success or any kind of good outcome. I don't care if it's just party or barbecue. I've seen it a million times. Dudes get so drunk, they always get drunk and start running their mouths, and then fights break out. So, but I ain't gonna say Richard Sherman, this is what he's known for. I've never heard anything bad about him. But this isn't a good look. Because if somebody can get drunk like this once, they'll usually probably do it twice, 3, 4 times. And, the fact that he probably would have drove like that, that ain't good. Because nobody's doing that sober. I'm sorry. But, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This Triple P Paul Pickett podcast. Don't forget the audio version. Go to Spotify, Apple, Deezer, Amazon, TuneIn, Slacker, iHeartRadio. Probably, I think Google Podcast too, which I never really mentioned because, only thing good on Google is Google search engine ads and YouTube, and that's pretty much it. Don't forget the video version goes to my Instagram TV and my Facebook fan page, as well as my YouTube channel. Hit follows and subscribes on those. Also, don't forget, check out my website, promopalace.biz, for any online marketing and promotions of your brand or music, because I promote a lot of musicians. Don't forget to check out New Litter Apparel, newlitter.com, and that's for all you dog lovers and animal lovers. We got hoodies, t-shirts, and we even got things for your dogs as well. And also, I got to always shout out the Dizzle brand, dizzlebrand.com. I got new t-shirts coming on the way, the black t-shirts, so I'll be promoting those. Dizzlebrand.com, premium liquor, check them out, coming to a club, and ABC store near you. You can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, as well. Check out the recipes on the website. We'll stand up, let you see the t-shirt. The Dizzle for Shizzle. My number one brand is the Dizzle. Actually, it's Paul Masson, but right now we Paul Masson ain't they ain't sponsoring the podcast, and Paul Masson ain't nobody. I ain't got no friends that Paul Masson liquor. I got friends that I got a friend that owns the Dizzle brand, so we're gonna plug it in for my friend Chris Roker from the school tour. You know how we do. My name is Paul Pickett. This is the Paul Pickett podcast, hosted by me, yours truly, the one and only, where I bring nothing but NBA, NFL topics. And, as I get further into this podcasting, I'm about to start a new podcast, where we're going to talk music topics, and I think it's time for me to start getting into the political topics, give my political view on things, you know, just just going on certain things, maybe give my reaction to a video or a comment that somebody makes about something and whatnot. Because that's all podcasting is, man. Just people just reacting to, oh, excuse me. This is why I got me about to get hiccups. Reacting to things, that's all podcast is. Reacting, giving your opinion, and I usually only try to give my opinion once I know all the facts. That's why the Richard Sherman thing, I didn't really talk about it last podcast. But once I got all the facts, I see the video, I heard the 911 audio call, you get a kind of perspective of what's going on, and I don't think, like, Richard Sherman should be, like, out of the NFL because of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop crucifying people at the job for things they did outside of the job. That we gotta stop trying to fire people for non-work related things. Did he steal money at the job? Did he do something dishonest? Is he slacking on the job? Is he not doing his job? Those are things you fire people of. When they steal, they're dishonest, or they slackers, they're not doing their job, or they messing up their job over and over again. If he messes up his job over and over again, which he doesn't, then yeah, you fire him. But people trying to fire people because of things they did, non-work related things. First of all, it ain't nobody's business, at work what happens in non-work related things, unless you like seriously did some serious crime, like you did some strong arm robbery, or you killed somebody, or you raped somebody, or something of that nature. But domestic disputes, if somebody, like, if McDonald's fired somebody because they got in a domestic dispute with their wife, first of all, it's not McDonald's business, Second of all, that's not work related. You didn't steal no money. You didn't mess up a bunch of, I see if you keep messing up every single order, you late every single day job to work, or you always slack on the job, or you steal money. But if a guy from McDonald's gets in a domestic dispute with his wife, that's not a fireable offense. But we want to make it a fireable offense for celebrities because they're celebrities. But if it's not work related, this idea, we're firing people for non-work, we'll fire people from their job for non-work related things. Like somebody says something that somebody doesn't agree with politically and they want to fire them, or, or they say a comment that's deemed hate speech. We got this idea that everybody's supposed to love everybody is bogus. It's fairy tales. It's imaginary. It's bull. Because everybody's not super nice in the world. Everybody's not honest. Everybody doesn't care about everybody. This idea we're supposed to care about dishonest people. No, I don't care about dishonest people. Two-faced people? No, I don't care about two-faced people. People that stab you in the back? No, I would never care about people that stab you in the back. This idea that I'm supposed to care about people in poverty that have no goals in life? No, that's your fault. I don't care. You didn't have any goals. You didn't make no real attempt at achieving anything in life. If nobody's tried to attempt to achieve a goal in life, my mom, she had no goals in life. Not like trying to be a doctor, a lawyer, none. So if you don't achieve those things, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. You didn't even attempt to it. You didn't even try. You didn't even give it an effort. It's like I tell musicians every day. in this business. Like, you thinking you put $25 a month is giving a real effort. No. No. You better be doing it for 6-7 years straight. Just putting up $25 in a month is not making an effort. Even putting $2,000 in 1 month is not going to make an effort. You got to do it again and again and again and again and again and again. So I don't feel sorry for people who didn't make no real effort in life to achieve any kind of goal. And I don't want to hear excuses that they, all the excuses of why they didn't. If you didn't even try, there's nothing to talk about. It's one thing if you tried and you failed, then you could try to give me excuses. Because everybody can't be successful. Everybody can't own a business. Everybody can't be LeBron James or Michael Jordan. We got to stop it. We're not all equal, man. Everybody can't be Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is my superior. I am beneath Michael Jordan. Yes, I am beneath him. I'm saying it out of my mouth. I am beneath Michael Jordan. Now if I start achieving some things in my business that are very successful and Michael Jordan like, then I can talk. But no, I'm gonna tell you right now, Michael Jordan is superior over me, and I am beneath him. I am not Michael Jordan's equal. So stop it with this, we're all created equal. We're not, man. We're not. We're not all the same. We're not all created equal. We're not all supposed to love each other. There's plenty of things. If you do all the things I don't dislike in life, why would I hang out with you? Why would I be associated with you? If you do all the things I don't like. Like if you snort coke and drink all the time, why would I hang out with you? I don't do those things. I don't like those things. If you listen to heavy metal all day, every day, why would I hang out with you? I don't like heavy metal. So I'm not about to be hanging out with you all day to listen to heavy metal. I don't like it. And this idea that I'm supposed to love you just cause, no, man. First I gotta like somebody first before I can have any love for them. I gotta like the person first. So you do a bunch of things that I don't even like. Why would I love you? Stop it, people, man. And love is a process, man. Loving somebody is a process. The love I got from my friends didn't just happen overnight. They've done things, my friends have done things that made me say, hey, these are true friends. My crib gets breaking into and a friend pays to help get a door fixed. That's a true friend. I got mad love. I get hit by a car and, my first friend in the hospital, comes to see me. That's a mad friend. That's mad love. You know what I'm saying? Got mad love and respect for that friend. All the friends that didn't come see me, that were in close approximate range, I got no love for you. Because not coming to see me, truly, when you knew I was in the hospital and you were close range to come see me, you didn't come see me. That just showed me that you didn't care. You didn't care. So, I don't care about people who don't care about me. So this idea we're all supposed to love each other, stop it, man, with that make-believe utopia, man. Y'all stop it with this fairy tale-ness, man. Everybody is not going to like everybody. Everybody's not going to love everybody. That's just the way of the world. Get over it, man. Get over it. If you're crying because everybody doesn't love everybody doesn't like everybody, then keep crying. You can be crying forever because it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And you're going to have countries that never like each other. Russia's never going to like the United States. And China's never going to like the United States. And it's going to be that way. It's always going to be that way. Mexico's never going to like the U.S. U.S. is never really going to like Mexico. Stop it, man. Stop it. But hit that click now. Subscribe button. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Another episode of the Triple P Paul Pickett Podcast. You can Google the Paul Pickett Podcast. Check out all the websites we on. Any one of them you follow, you watching the podcast on, hit that click down, subscribe button, or hit that follow. I want to thank you for tuning in. Once again, my name is Paul Pickett, and I'm out.